Connie.
Hi.
I'm home.
Whoa. What's the matter with you?
Nothing.
Oh. Something happened at school?
Not to me. Does he have to do that? He never puts my CDs in the right cases. It takes forever to find anything. It's really annoying, you know that?
Lucas! Turn the music off now, please. And put Lucky's CDs away properly.
I'll do it. Don't worry.
No, wait a minute. Wait. One crisis at a time.
What crisis? I had a misfortunate day. Not as bad as your friend Nicholas, though.
Uh-oh. Don't tell me. What, did he get beat up or something?
No. But that could be arranged.
Okay, so you want to tell me? I'm not a mind reader.
We had an English test, okay?
Oh, yeah, that one you were studying for. Well, what about it? I can't imagine that would give Nicholas too much trouble.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I mean, he probably would have breezed right through it since he stole the answers.
Sarah?
No, I'm still not Sarah. Sorry.
Should have known Sarah doesn't slam the door. Well, you look like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Is it okay for me not to be all bubbly and cheerful once in a while?
Oh, define once in a while.
Well, school's not easy, you know. You don't know. When you went to school, it was still fun.
Well, if that's what they're teaching now in American history, I may have to pick it. Elizabeth, did something happen in school today, something involving your sister?
Why, did the principal call? Mr. Murdy?
I'm asking you.
Well, I'm not sure exactly how much I should say, really. It's none of my business. You obviously heard something.
Nicholas Cassadine called for her, and he didn't sound at all like himself.
Oh, well, did he say where he was?
Forget it.
No.
What's for dinner?
Hey, Lucky, why won't you tell me what happened?
Because you're gonna take his side no matter what I say.
What side?
Oh.
Oh, come on. You know, it doesn't take anything away from anybody to admit that Nicholas is a very bright, very well-educated boy. I mean, come on, he's better educated than I am. So does that make me inferior? No. But it does make it highly unlikely that he would have to steal the answers to an English test.
You know what? It's not about the damn test.
Could we please discuss this without using language that I know you wouldn't use in front of Lucas, who could be listening instead of doing his homework, as he should be? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, we're all sitting there. It's test time. Everybody's thinking, what are the names of the 3 Bronte sisters, and how did their father tell them and their boring books apart? In walks Murdy. He's got this pen.
What pen?
Well, that's what he says. He says, whose pen is this? Turns out it's Sarah's. Her grandfather gave it to her, you know, and she's real relieved to get it back.
Oh, you mean like Steve Hardy left her a pen in his will?
Is this important? No. So, Mr. Murdy, he says that he found this pen by his desk, and missing from his desk is the answer sheet. So, he looks through Sarah's stuff. It's there. She is horrified. I mean, you want to talk about someone who doesn't need to cheat, huh?
I thought you said Nicholas stole the answers.
Then, like he was on some absolutely beautiful cue, he stands up and he says that he did it.
So what you're saying is Nicholas took the blame for something Sarah did?
Sarah didn't do it. He just made it look that way.
Lucky, then doesn't admitting it sort of defeat the purpose?
And Bumpy, admitting it was the purpose. Am I the only one who gets this? He set the whole thing up so he would look like a hero.
To
Sarah.
Because?
Why do you think? Because he's got the hots for her.
Lucky, come on, you gotta admit, that doesn't strike you as being just a little far-fetched.
Well, of course it would to you now, wouldn't it?
Graham, I didn't take those test answers.
Sarah, there's no doubt in my mind about that.
Well, Nicholas didn't either, okay?
No, that's pretty clear, too.
Why? Why is that clear?
Well, if Nicholas wanted the answers to the test, they weren't doing him much good in Sarah's notebook, now were they?
Well, maybe he just wanted to impress her. You know, by giving her the test answers.
You don't know him, okay? He's not like that. He wouldn't do that.
Oh, so now you're the reigning authority on Nicholas Cassadine? You see him as Mr. Transparent and everybody else sees him as Mr. Bizarro?
Nicholas does not have to impress Sarah. She can hardly see straight as it is.
You've noticed.
Now, you know that pen that was lying around, Sarah? That was obviously intentional. Someone wanted you to be blamed.
Oh, gee, I wonder who.
If you have a point to make, Elizabeth, would you please kindly make it?
Why am I the villain? I'm upset too. Okay, my point is that I don't like what he did to my sister, and I don't think she's the most objective person when it comes to him.
Well, I am certainly objective enough, and there was real distress in that boy's voice when he called.
Well, what did he say?
He said he wanted to see you.
See, he doesn't understand about school or about regulations or being expelled, any of that. In fact, it doesn't even seem that important to him, but he knows it's important to me. And that is why he did what he did, okay? Graham, I have to go.
Now,
I have to go find
wait
him.
a minute. You didn't ask me where he is.
Well, did he say?
No, but he sounded as though you'd know, and it looks as though you do. Sarah, do you and Nicholas have a regular place where you meet?
So what exactly am I being accused of? Once a Cassadine, always a Cassadine?
Well, you pretty much have to think that Nicholas is a good guy, don't you?
Okay, how is that?
You and Lucas lived out on an island how long? If you can't find one single good thing about it, then the whole time would just be a wash.
Okay, young man, you want to talk turkey? I can do that. Whatever Nicholas did, he didn't do it to you. No. I can date your lousy mood right back to the very moment I told you your father wasn't happy and had
Listen,
you avoid his call.
You asked what was bothering me, okay? I didn't want to get into it. If you don't want to believe what I tell you, then why ask, huh?
If you don't want to go see your family, you are going to have to tell them.
This is so stupid. This isn't even about that, Aunt Bobby. I am supposed to watch this guy turn every situation into his advantage and just shut up. I can't do that. You couldn't do that.
You just told me Nicholas got kicked out of school. How is this to his advantage?
Why does he care? Honestly, what does it matter to him? I mean, school to him is like a country club. If his tailor sends him a new shirt, if he wakes up morning and thinks, well, yeah, my hair looks really good, then maybe he'll make an appearance. And maybe he'll stay all day if his hairspray holds up. But homework classes? No. No, that's for peons like me. The only reason he is there is to look good to Sarah Weber. And today it was like he won the lottery.
There's this place that Gramps used to take me to in the summertime, and we would have lunch, and it's quiet and pretty, and I don't know how Nicholas found it, but he just was there one day.
One day, how long ago? Why didn't you ever mention this?
Well, because it's personal. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody but me, okay? And it's never made me late for getting home or kept me from school, and I have never, ever done anything there that I should be ashamed of or that you would, worry about me or anything.
All right.
All right?
I really don't need to have you girls under my thumb every minute, you know. Just as long as I know that you're safe and responsible. And, Sarah, you've never given me any reason not to trust you.
Thank you, Graham. Thank you.
Where is this special place exactly?
You girls already share a room together. There's no rule that says you need to share every detail of your lives. Sarah, you can take the car if you want. A boy has been unfairly suspended from school today, and you were almost suspended yourself. So, if the two of you can put your heads together and resolve this, then do it as quickly as possible.
Oh, thank you, Graham. I promise that I will never, ever make you sorry that you trusted me, okay?
I know. Now just drive carefully.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
I cannot believe what just happened here.
Oh, my dear, my dear. You really must think your old grandmother's three-quarters a dimwit, don't you?
Well, I do know that if it had been me instead of Sarah, things would have been completely different.
Elizabeth, you're really going to have to make up your mind. You know, you never tire of reminding me that you are not Sarah. You don't like it when everybody expects you to be more like Sarah, and yet you take umbrage when I don't treat you both the same way. Well, why should I? Elizabeth, do you have any idea what it means to trust somebody? It doesn't mean that you think they can do no wrong. It means that you believe they will do the best they can, and if they make a mistake, they'll start out small, please God, and that they will always, always tell you the truth. So, do I trust Sarah in a way I don't trust you right now? Yes. And we both know there are reasons. But does it mean that I love and appreciate you any the less? No, of course not.
You said I could talk my way out of anything. You're the master of that.
Thank you. And you really have no idea how all this test-answer business came about.
Nicholas said he did it. I mean, who am I to call him a liar? I've really got to get to work.
Work? You didn't tell me you were working this evening.
Do you want to call Ruby and double check?
Do you have change for the bus?
Yes, Graham.
Come here a minute. There's something on your face.
Oh.
You are so dear to me.
Graham. I won't be late.
Can we get to the bottom line here? Because it just seems to me that whatever Nicholas does, you hate his guts. Does it even have to be something he does to you? No. He goes out with Sarah Weber, you hate him. You go out with Sarah Weber, you hate him. Lucky, don't you get tired of it?
You know, I really only think about it when he's in my face.
Well, another thing, which is hardly irrelevant. He is your brother.
We may be related, but he will never be my brother.
Well, you know, you're going to have to excuse your mother if she doesn't agree. And meanwhile, the people that you do seem to acknowledge as family, you don't seem to want to have anything to do with. I mean, your father called here this morning wanting to talk to you for what, the 6th time?
I told you I couldn't be here, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, right, Lucky. Because why? Because you were going to be late for school. Well, please, come on. I'm sorry. I don't buy that. What do you think? I am an idiot? You know that Luke is going to want you in Switzerland for a visit. Maybe even a long one. And you don't want to go. You want them here. Well, that's okay. I'm not even unsympathetic to that, but you're going to have to call him and tell him. And you're also going to have to stop and think about what you're asking your mother and father to walk back into. You know how it was last time. You know how it tore your mother apart and the kind of friction it put the whole family through to see you and Nicholas at each other's throats all the time, and now you're at it again. Lucky, if you want the family back together, and I know you do, you're really going to have to think about how this is going to feel. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi.
Come on in. How's your sister?
Why? She been sick?
Well, I heard what happened at school.
Oh, she's fine. She was only a suspect for like 40 seconds. Pretty unbelievable, huh?
Yeah.
And all she's worried about is you-know-who. As a matter of fact, she had to run off and meet him in their secret place.
They're what? How can they have a secret place? Neither one of them even knows the city. Must be like a phone booth or something.
It didn't sound like that.
Excuse me. I have a feeling if I stick around, I'm going to have to say something, and I'd rather be starting dinner. You're not going anywhere, right?
Hadn't thought about it.
Good.
Anyway, it sounded like it was outside and probably dark, but it's not like Sarah would tell me or Graham.
Yeah, I can't picture her actually refusing Audrey if she was grilling her.
Graham doesn't grill her.
Yeah.
Now, if it had been me, Sarah has her completely snowed. Graham even gave her the car keys.
You're kidding me. What does Nicholas do? Does he just sit there and wait for her to show up?
I don't know, I guess they have these signals. He left this really weird phone message.
Well, sure he would. Wants to collect all he can from his big hero act today. So transparent.
Yeah, but collect what? That's my question. Oh, come on, you know what I mean. I wonder what they do when it rains. Or maybe it just makes it more romantic.
How long ago did Sarah leave?
When did she leave? I don't know. She left before me. Nicholas looks old enough to buy alcohol, don't you think? I bet you when he was in Europe, he used to drink constantly. Gee, I hope Sarah has enough common sense not to,
Not to what?
you know, go too far. I mean, she's so naive. You can talk that girl into anything. Who knows? Maybe her virginity is wandering the moors like Heathcliff's and Catherine's. What? What did I say? Where are you going?
I am not just gonna sit here when I know Sarah's in danger, okay?
So you're going after her?
Did the place you described sound like the boathouses?
Oh, Lucky, this is ridiculous. She took Graham's car. She could be anywhere.
Like I say, I know this town, girl. They don't.
Wait. But didn't you tell your aunt that you weren't leaving?
No, I said I hadn't thought about it. Now I have.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go with you.
You couldn't keep up.
So say you find him. You guys end up in a fight. One of you winds up a bloody pulp. Oh, Lucky, forget it. If I'm not going, then neither are you.
Hi. Did you miss me?